Hello everyone, this is a Vissim video today and I will talk about modeling shared lanes where there is a single file or a single lane road and that section is shared between two directions or two-way traffic. So basically within the same physical space, two-way traffic can happen or can drive. Vehicles are from each side and they will give way to each other. And how to do that? Before I do that, I would like to say thank you for everyone who liked, commented, or subscribed to my channel, and also whoever became a member on Patreon or on YouTube. Thanks a lot. So the way it works is, as you can see, I have two links, and I just used intermediate points to create an overlapping section. It doesn't need to be a link; it can be a connector as well. If you want to use connectors, it's all good. And the way I do it is using priority rules. It's very easy to control the situation with that. And you can also make very simple decisions on how it works. So for each one, I place a priority rule. And for each priority rule, I create a conflict marker. And with that conflict marker, I basically cover the shared section. It is very important, though, that you need to decide which movement has basically more right of way. So essentially, someone will have right of way over the other. So when there are two vehicles waiting, after the shared area is clear, you need to make a decision which one basically goes first. So in my case, it's going to be this one in this example. So keep that in mind. So the way it works is, let's start from the beginning. So let's go to priority rule. I'm not going to spend a lot of time in explaining the priority rule. There are other videos I have already done. You can just look at that. So I place the priority rule, the stop line, the red line, at the location where I want vehicles to stop. So I place it there because I think that's like the entrance for the section. You can move it further up as well. And then I place this marker, the conflict marker, at the exit of the shared on the other direction. Here, the main settings you want to use is the minimum clearance, but we are going to just click OK and just use it as default for now. As you can see, it shows, I just click away with my left button to finish the placement. So as you can see, this is the new Vissim version 2025, and in this version, and in the new ones, it highlights with green the area that is considered as the clearance zone. And it also shows the end of it with this triangle. In the old Vissim versions, you can only see the triangle and you cannot move the triangle. It's only in the new versions. It makes it quite easy to deal with. So I'm going to move this triangle all the way up here. And if I zoom in, as you can see, it is just after the stop line for the other one. This is important because this movement has more right of way in my case. It doesn't matter the gap time in this case too much because the area is quite long, so it's not going to do much. And the maximum speed as well, you just leave everything as it is and just change the clearance and that will work fine. We also don't touch the vehicle types or any other settings because every vehicle will need to give way to everyone. So then the priority rule 2 on the other side, I also place it at the entrance basically of the shared space. You just need to make sure that this marker is after. So for this one, I place a conflict marker again at the exit, and I use this triangle to drag it. I drag it beyond that stop line because I want this to consider vehicles waiting already here. If there is a vehicle in the conflict area driving, there are vehicles on each side trying to enter. Basically, if there is a situation where vehicles arrive basically in the same time, just after that vehicle left the shared area, and they both would enter the shared space if you don't prioritize one over the other. So that's why we want to drag this, but I would drag it a bit more because vehicle will drive, let's say, 50 kilometers per hour, and also this vehicle needs to see it in advance so it can slow down and see that, so there is enough time basically to react to that. So you can just move it a little bit further back, like 1 or 2 vehicle lengths, probably enough. Of course, if you have higher speeds, you probably want to give a little bit more space there. And also this is at the exit. So I placed vehicle inputs on each side. So I'm going to just run the model and run the model. So let's see. Okay, so vehicle is arriving and driving through without doing anything. Now that also goes in, and there was no one, so this guy entered, and this one is basically waiting. But now this one sees that there is someone here already waiting, because you can see that this clearance area or zone is there behind that vehicle. So that's why this vehicle waits. And then these go through. Then when it's cleared, then that guy go through, and all of them. And they also wait until it clears out and they go. You can skip. If you want to skip that, you can, but then if there is a situation where vehicles arrive in the same time, they will both go into the shared area. So it will look very strange. And now they go. Just like that. So this is how you can do this. I hope you find it helpful. Please consider liking, subscribing, and also commenting. That helps me a lot. And if you want to support me, please go to my Patreon page, or on YouTube, you can just click the join button. And by a few dollar a month, you can support my channel. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next one.